Hello and welcome back to Humble Not Timid. I appreciate y'all again for all those that show their love and their support. Like, subscribe, comment, share the channel. Thank you and welcome back. This time here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this freedom of speech. We're going to talk about just your rights in general. Pretty much, a lot of people mistake rights and privileges. Some things are privileges and some things are rights. They are God-given rights, Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at a few different angles of it. I know not everybody agrees, but you know what? That's the beauty of America being America. So, welcome back. Humble Not Timid. Another voice, another choice.
Getting mad at me, player, but they taking my place. And I'm a misbreed, homie, so they hate my race. Or maybe I'm just ugly, so they hate my face. Either way it go, homie, take the hating away. Now I'm suited in my armor and I'm just ready to play. So now put me in coach, cause I'm just ready to play. See, I told y'all I ain't going nowhere. I told y'all I'm right here, right here. I told y'all
In his remarks at the Munich Security Conference, Vice President Vance condemned free speech violations in the UK. Particularly, could you respond? What is your message?
I have an idea. We have the man right here. Come on. Let's go, JD. We're putting you on stage.
Great. Look, I said what I said, which is that we do have, of course, a special relationship with our friends in the UK and also with some of our European allies. But we also know that there have been infringements on free speech that actually affect not just the British. Of course, what the British do in their own country is up to them, but also affect American technology companies and by extension American citizens. So that is something that we'll talk about today at lunch.
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But in relation to free speech in the UK, I'm very proud of our history there.
We discussed all this though.
Now, you see them talking about the free speech and all that being, messed with over there in the UK. And this is recently over the past 4 years. Okay. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm actually proud of JD. You know what I mean? Because honestly, Mr. Vance, I was wondering when they were going through the whole, he did good when they were running for president. But then I wanted to see whether or not he was going to have the balls to actually, step up to position and play the role. And he's been doing some things here lately. And I know a lot of people don't like him, and it don't matter. It don't matter what you think. See, that's the whole point. You have the freedom to feel the way you feel. And I have the freedom to feel the way I feel. And that is what it is. So as long as we have these freedoms, we can be these people. Now, when you start letting them take these freedoms, then that makes it a whole different situation. But he did pretty good there. He was like, hey, look, I said what I said, and it is what it is, and I like how, Trump, Trump, you see, everybody think, oh, well, Trump's this and Trump that, but he's giving these people positions and giving them places. He gives them space to actually be who they need to be. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at him because he stepped up and he spoke the truth. And when he spoke the truth to the European leaders, he told them, and he even told them too, about us as well, but he told them, freedom of speech is the number one thing first. And then from there we move on. But if you can't say what you want to say, look, you can say whatever you want to say about me. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings, man. Trust me, any of y'all who got anything to say, that say anything about me, I'm not sitting over here crying about you. I promise you that. See, I'm gonna make an episode and then I'm gonna go make another episode. Now I'm gonna move on and keep on doing something else. And you don't pay my bills, you don't do none of that. So it don't hurt me like that. You know what I mean? So, but I will fight for your rights to say it. And that's the truth about it. Fight for your rights to say it because you have freedom of speech. Now, put your hands on me and that's a whole nother conversation. But you have the right to say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to boo-hoo and cry about it. You know what I mean? I promise I'm not. I promise y'all. I promise I won't. But he did speak truth. And that's all there is to it.
Anonymous with people who have been dealt with the police because of their offensive tweeting. Can you explain to viewers exactly what's happened to you recently and also in the past in your relationship with the police?
They came to me because I tweeted about gender critical content. I'd famously retweeted what they described as a limerick. It wasn't a limerick, it was a piece of feminist doggerel. Nevertheless, somebody, don't know who they were, they decided that this had caused them great offence, and they contacted Humberside Police, and Humberside Police then contacted me. Essentially what they said was that even though I committed no crime, if I continued not committing crime, that could in some weird way escalate to crime. I don't understand the magic behind that, I never have done. Nevertheless, that's what they said.
Okay, so can you explain?
I mean, you dig that right there, right? You dig that, and that was only what, like that one. Oh, I'm sorry, that one was 2 years ago. So that's back what, 24, 23, about 23, 22, give or take. You know, now this is so something weird has been happening, you know, with the world within the last Biden administration. And honestly, going back looking at it, I would have to go back and actually study and research some things to see what was going on the rest, you know, Obama's terms and stuff. Because I mean, it's just weird the way a lot of these things is going. Now, you know, people don't want to, you know, I don't care if you agree with me. I don't care if you like me. That's the truth about it. But the reality of the situation is, man, is these things is happening. See, and then they want to say, oh, it's a race thing when they tell us we can't talk the way we want to talk or whatever. Man, that's white folks and white folks there, y'all. You know, all them European people, man, that's all white folks, you know, silencing white people. This is an ideology problem we're having. And then, see, over here, they want to make it a race thing because they want to keep us divided. That way we can sit there and fight against them. You know, oh, you know what? The white man hold me down. Put it like this. This is 2025. You feel like a white man holding you down, then use the sucker because you're holding yourself down. That's the reality of it. Get up, get a job, go to work. I mean, hell, if you're going to hustle, get up and hustle, do something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but don't cry about it, you know, get up and do it. But if you ain't going to get up and do it, then you ain't going to do it. And you're going to be a bum. And if you're going to be a bum, then be mad at yourself because you's the bum. That's the truth about it. But freedom of speech, that's one absolute right we should automatically have. And they can't take that away. But look at this. It's a maybe crime. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it could be crime. It could lead to crime. It's a non-crime. But how do you get arrested for a non-crime? That doesn't even make no sense. So you might do something wrong, right? Or you didn't do something wrong, but you're going to get in trouble for something that you might do. That's just dumb. That's dumb. But this ain't the only place that this is happening, man. So, you know, this is the ideology, the idea that is spreading and has already somehow weirdly spread into our country. Like wide, you know, I look around and I feel like it's like a cancer. Needs to be cut out because this thoughtless stupidness, and it is stupidness, and I get it. Nobody wants to be called stupid, you know. I don't like being called names when I do wrong, you know what I'm saying? If I done wrong, man, damn, he wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm wrong, you know. It is I messed up. I'm stupid, but you know, you have to correct yourself. I mean, sit back and really think about the things you're thinking. Now, you don't have to like Trump. You don't have to like JD. You don't have to like the Republicans. I get that. But at least wonder whether or not your own party, your own side that you claiming is doing you right. And if they're not, then dig them out and put some new ones in there that's actually going to be for America. You know? But it's not the only place this is happening.
These conversations all actually come together under the issue of free speech, don't they? And the ability of people to call this stuff out, to speak freely, to state the truth, the facts as they see it, and to not face the threat of the police turning up or even the threat of prison, as we have seen in over the last few years. What are you most worried about at the current time in terms of this new government and what they're doing in terms of the threat to our ability to have a free and open conversation about all of these big issues and more?
I guess probably the three things I'm most worried about. First of all, the government's aggressive prosecution of people who've said things about the Southport murders or the recent disturbances on social media, including just sharing memes, including sharing footage of the riots. I think that's put the fear into a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, Julia, 4,000 people joined the Free Speech Union in August. We had more people join in a single hour on August 15th than in the whole of the month of June.
Wow.
And the reason for that is because people are terrified that they're now going to be arrested and potentially prosecuted for something they've said, either about immigration or about the trans issue, about a whole range of issues which they now think of as dangerous and slightly taboo.
And indeed, and part of that
is...
Now, you see right there, they talking about the free speech. So people getting locked up for memes, you know what I'm saying? People going, see, so what they're doing, what I feel like is that what they're doing is they done already got this over there and they practicing it. You know what I mean? They putting it into practice, and like it's not even taking a hold all the way over there. You heard them say 4,000 people joined the free speech movement, and that was on the Julia Hartley Brewer's show. Now this one here, that was Mr. Toby Young, and that was only 5 months ago. That was 5 months ago. Think about that. That's not even half a year. That's 5 months ago that one was posted. 5 months ago that this was going on over there. And then they want to sit there and tell, JD that, oh no, man, we got free speech, we got free speech. So, it's okay. But yet, you could put a meme up and you could end up in jail. I mean, come on, man. We sit there and we have meme wars all day long. I mean, I don't have them all the time, but when I do, I don't lose, We can have them all day long, So what do you want to do? See, and then this is the thing, though, is if the left would have had their side and Kamala would have won, then I wouldn't be able to even do this right now, because the truth is just for the fact of me speaking something that you don't like, they would shut me down. And that's not right. That's not right. Look, hate does not fix hate. And I know you can call me a square. You can call me whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. I really don't. I done been there, done that, lived that life y'all talking about. Watch the homies go and get locked away. Watch the homie go on the ground. You can say whatever you want. It does not make nothing better. So until you come up with a better way to fix things other than us killing each other, talking all the crap to each other, then don't tell me nothing. You're not talking about nothing. And I don't care how you feel about it. It is what it is. God bless you. Have a good day. You just don't run up on me. You can say whatever you want. Say whatever you want to me. That's fine with me. But don't run up on me. Don't do that. But at the same time too, though, you will come and whoop on me before you turn around and tell the ones that's doing wrong, hold up, what is you doing? They found out that these people were stealing all this money, and then they turned around and everybody was like, oh, you shouldn't be looking at that. Look at the orange man and look at the tech guy. And you know what? Let's say Trump is a criminal. You want to say he's a criminal? Say he's a criminal. Okay. You want to say Elon's a super billionaire guy who's tech guy? Okay, whatever. But all they did, let's put it like this. So one crook walks in and that crook tells you, hey, they robbing you. So they point out the other crook. But instead of getting mad at the crook that's already robbing you, you mad at the other one because you think they might rob you. Where's the thinking? Tell me, make that make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. But even at that, though, it doesn't matter because it still all starts with free speech. So this is how they do it piece by piece. They try to turn around and they try to take the free speech. They try to take the weapons. And once they can do that, you have nothing to fight with. If they take your guns and they take your free speech to where you can't say what you want without threat. See, okay, it's one thing saying what you want and having somebody else talk back to you. Oh, okay, fine. We'll have to go at it. Okay, we'll do this back and forth. But it's another thing when you can't say what you want and you have to worry about the actual laws coming and locking you up for what you said. And the fact that they put this in practice in places, man, is it's really kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of freaky, kind of scary, So it's like, I don't get it. But look, I'm going to let you check this one out real quick.
This woman insults the man behind the camera. We'll watch what happened next. Sorry? Whoa, what, you just called me? Oh, sorry, can I have this lady arrested? She just called me a I've got it on video. Can you arrest her? A public order, she just called me a You just called me a Sorry, can you take her away? Sorry, can you take her? You can't call people that. You cannot call people that. You can't call people that. Yeah, you can't call people that. No. Yeah, I've got it on video. Yeah. I've got it on video, her saying it right to my face, so it's a public order offense. I hope she gets arrested.
Comment down what you guys think.
Now, these type of chumps right here crack me up, you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, so this is a short that I had came across, and it cracked me up because, you know what, I'm sitting there looking at the comments. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, like, okay, well, you know, they're about to lock this woman up because she called this man a name. And I get it. I looked it up. So the nonce is, I guess, like a child sex offender. Like she calling him a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? So she said, "Ooh, you pedophile," and he said, "No, come lock her up," you know. And they sure enough did. They came over there, grabbed her, and then they started getting ready to lock her up. And he's sitting there, "Oh man, she called me a no." Yeah, she said it right to my face. Like get out of here, get out of here. You that soft that the words hurt your feelings, right? I mean, is that what happened? You turned all blubber baby, right? Okay, whatever though, but it cracks me up though because you know it's like, okay, so you can't even walk up. And the thing about it is, she was smiling at the beginning of it, and I tried to figure out exactly where it was. I couldn't figure out exactly where that video took place at, but she was smiling at the beginning of it. And you know what I thought to myself? I thought, man, it would be real messed up if one of her friends was messing with her and told her, "Hey, go over there," and like she's from a different place or something, and she said, "Hey, go over there and call him a nonce." Oh, what is that, man? He'll laugh and think it's funny. And like, oh, okay. And she's like, you nonce. And then next you know, your ass is locked up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just stupid, right? But that's what I pictured in my head when I seen that. And then, of course, he turns all, "Oh, yeah, she needs to go to jail." And then all of a sudden, you know, he's like, "Yeah, you know," I'm like, man, he's just stupid, man. Stupid. But this is the thing. This is the idea about it. You know what I mean? That it's okay to put these laws in place, or these ordinances, or these mandates, or whatever you want to call them, in place. That way they can turn around and take our freedoms and stuff. And, you know, and like I said, I give it to JD that, you know what, I was wondering if he was going to step up. I was wondering if he was just going to be one of those guys to play the background and disappear for 4 years while Trump and them do what they do, or if he was going to actually step up, learn some things, and stick close to a leader and figure out exactly. Y'all don't like him, but it's cool. It's he a leader, you know? So, I mean, when you start leading some things, and then show what it is, you know? And I mean, lead something other than just the smoke train around the block. Get mad at me if you want. I used to smoke train it up too, so whatever, you know. But you got to get out and do something else. It's got to be something else. We can't teach all the youngers that this is just it. That's not it. But at the same time too, though, Vance has been showing me that, you know, he got a little bit of balls, and I like it though. You know, I like it because we got 4 years. And then we got to see exactly what happens next. See, I never was a Democrat, and I never was a Republican. But like I told him earlier today on the Twitter thing, you know what, y'all, Democrats has really pushed me to the other side because your way of thinking is just too stupid. It used to be people had a little bit of logic, you know what I'm saying, you know. But now it's like that logic that went all the way to the left, and I'm not riding with that.
And in the interest of comedy, my friends, but also in the interest of truth, I will admit that sometimes the loudest voices for censorship have come not from within Europe, but from within my own country, where the prior administration threatened and bullied social media companies to censor so-called misinformation. Misinformation like, for example, the idea that coronavirus had likely leaked from a laboratory in China. Our own government encouraged private companies to silence people who dared to utter what turned out to be an obvious truth. So I come here today not just with an observation, but with an offer. And just as the Biden administration seemed desperate to silence people for speaking their minds, so the Trump administration will do precisely the opposite, and I hope that we can work together on that.
And why?
So you see, they sit there and they say, he's saying there and he's saying that, you know what, they wanted to try to shut people up. We're not gonna shut them up. We gonna let them talk. Whether I like what you got to say or not. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. Whether you like what we got to say or not, whether I like what you got to say or not, you get the right to say it. Go ahead and say it. It don't matter to me. What you want to call? You want to call me the N word? What you want to do? You want to tell me I'm not really black? What you want to do? You want to call me square? What you want to do? You want to call me too much of a thug? What you want to call me? What you want to call me? It don't matter. You can say it. You got the right to say it. So go ahead and say it. Don't stutter. Say it. But the thing is you got the right to say it. But if Kamala would have won and they would have got power, then you would have ended up with the ideology. Because see, this is the thing: is it's not just about it's this whole democratic democracy. See, democracy is not a bad word, but what they done is they took the word and they then twisted it and they changed it, like they just perverted it. Because what they calling democracy is not democracy. It's really not. What they're calling democracy, man, like if you actually start looking, if you really get off your butt and start looking into things, start reading the different stories, start looking into the different situations, past up to the present. Yeah, you can look on both sides and you can see that both sides got some things that you got to, but at the same time too, though, you got to look at it and look at the whole situation, and then you'll be like, man, you know what? Hold up a second. I don't know about this. See, I don't have to look. I don't care about being cool with you. I just want to do what's right. Now, if you're worried about being cool and you ain't worried about what to do right, then that's on you. That ain't on me. That's a choice you got to make and live with. And that's between you and God, and I ain't got to worry about that. Now, you don't believe in God, well, then that's between you and God, because I ain't got to worry about that. I would pray for you to give yourself to him. But at the same time, too, though, it's not, I can't force you. You have that right. You have the right to believe what you want, to say what you want. And what did they say? As long as it's not illegal, do what you want. So I'll fight for that right for you. But here, they really did. They were working on taking our privileges, and when they really wanted to start with Trump, and they wanted to start with the social medias, and they wanted to take everything away, and it was going to be a copycat of over there. But over there, it was already to a point. See, the non-crime thing is crazy to me. But they saying they're not locking people up over there, but that's a lie. That's just a lie.
And we do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification arrests and so forth.
This is in relation to some comments that you made on a Facebook page.
You were witnesses saying, obviously, people, why are they over here, etc., we let them into our country, etc.
A woman has been arrested by Cheshire Police in relation to inaccurate information on social media.
Because someone has been caused, obviously, anxiety based upon your social media post. That's why you've been arrested.
In Russia last year, 400 people were arrested for things that they said on social media. How many people do you think were arrested in Britain for things they said on social media last year? Take a guess.
I have no idea.
3,300.
Really? Arrested for what they'd said on social media?
Yeah.
My goodness.
In Britain.
I mean, tell me that's not crazy. Now, I ain't no Russian fan. I don't care about nothing about no Russia. I ain't ever been there. Don't even know if I know anybody who is Russian. I might not. I don't know. I know some white people. I don't know what they are, all of them. But but at the same time too, though, Russia arrested 400 people when they had came out, and Britain it was like over 3,000 for what they said. And this is a very important, because see, the thing is even though Trump's in right now, we're not done with this fight, because the reality of the situation is those people who still believe in that are still fighting to try to keep their way going. And they want you to believe it's all about racism. They want you to believe, man, the white man's holding you down. They want you to believe that the black man's trying to take the white man over. They want you to believe that the immigrants is coming in to do this and do that. And they are illegal. Don't get it twisted because you came in illegal. But if they're not illegal, they're not legal. But at the same time, too, though, they wanted to stay confused. That way they can take advantage of the situation to implant these ideas. And then they're going to tell you that, you know what, it's all for democracy. And they're masquerading the word democracy as if it was to say freedom. But in reality, they're taking your freedoms. That's the whole plan and the whole goal. And they got to do it one piece at a time because they know they can't just come in and mollywop all of America. They can't just come in, whoop us across the head, and then just say, you know what, hey, America's ours now. Now y'all belong to us. They can't do that. They could try, but it would be a hell of a fight. So they're not going to do it like that. They're going to play it like snakes, and they're going to slither in, and they're going to mess with your minds, and then they're going to get you to hating me and hating them because we don't see the way that they see. And then we say something against it. And then when we say something against it, you're going to be, oh man, they not real black people. Or they not really Americans. But in all honesty, you have the right to say what you want to say now, but you wouldn't have if Kamala would have got in. It would have started just like this.
Donald Trump has 65 million followers on Twitter, and we have to take seriously the weaponization of this platform by the president and the need, therefore, of a private corporation to be held accountable to say he has abused the terms, and it could result literally in a threat to safety of human beings who are participating with the process of justice.
There is not a part of you civically, constitutionally, that is concerned about the precedent of a private company taking the platform away from the President of the United States or some other elected official?
Free speech does not condone or protect threats to the safety of other human beings.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
He has lost his privileges, and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without regulation. And that has to stop.
Now, see, this is back when the campaign was going on. And you heard her sit there and say, right, that, you can't have one rule for Facebook, one rule for Twitter. And this is the way of the thinking of these people, man. And it hasn't gone nowhere. They ain't like, oh, Trump won, and then all of a sudden all of them died or whatever, and the whole ideology died. These people are still around. And because we play the game of you have the right to say what you want, they can still speak, and they're still speaking like dummies. But at the same time, too, though, we're the ones right now that don't agree with them, that have to have you take advantage of the time that we have to say what we want. Because if you don't speak up and say what you want, then what's going to end up happening is they will end up with power again. And when they end up with power again, you won't have a voice no more. She just explained to you how they would do it. So Facebook could have a rule and Twitter don't. See, the reason why Twitter didn't have rules because Elon had bought it and said, you know what, I'm not doing what y'all want me to do. See, they kind of, I would say they kind of punked out and bullied out Zuckerberg for his. But, he was a young guy, compared to them. The government run up on you, what I mean? Boom, 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 but he wasn't ready for that fight, and maybe he is ready now, he's kicking it with a lot more tougher guys, realer guys now, not these chumps that be thinking they real, but, like real guys, like you stand up, you really say you're ready. Then stand up, actually study something, read something, look into it, and then see what they're really about to take from you. See, they're okay. See, this is the thing. They're okay with and I'm talking about the left because they think they say they're your friend, but they're really not your friend. They okay as long as you play your role and you play in your space, you know what I'm saying? But don't try to act like a smart one. You know, I had a boss tell me that one time. See, I've experienced racism. I've experienced the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Been through it. I've been beat up by the police. Real thing. You know what I'm saying? I done all that crap y'all talking about. That y'all swear up and down. But at the same time, too, though, you know, I had one tell me one time, "Oh man, you smarter than the other." And I just looked at him like, really? Like, really? So I know what it looked like. You know what I mean? I know what it really looked like. This crap that y'all saying just to say it, nah. But it still don't make me want to just hate everybody. You know, I'm not gonna walk around with hate in my heart all day. We're not gonna do that. You know. So if I was to walk around with hate in my heart all day, that would be a bad thing. I mean, and it would it would make me miserable. So, you know, my old man sent me this, and I just had to crack up on it because it's true. You know what I'm saying? It's true, and don't get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? I grew up with my guy. And if y'all don't got love for me, then that's on you, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at you for growing. So you mad at me for growing, it is what it is. But at the same time too, though, you know, I mean, I don't regret where I come from, but at the same time, you gotta grow up. Your mind gotta change. There gotta be some way that you look at things and be like, man, this isn't right. There's something wrong. But I watched this and I cracked up on it. I cracked up on it.
Zebra cakes over oatmeal pies, or never use your milkshake to dip your fries. What? Or put your frosted flakes in Ziplocs dry. Milk. You might lose that. Who's that? Who's that? I don't know. Don't tell me all you know is Harriet Tubman. Or Frederick Doug, man. That's just a dub, man. If all you know is what these schools taught you to love, man, then you're gonna lose your black card. You don't know how to play spades? What? Then you gonna lose your black card. Never owned a pair of J's? Nope. Then you gonna lose your black card. Never bought something, wore it, then returned it next day? Why? You're gonna lose your black card. If you like cantaloupe over watermelon and don't have a family member who was a felon, my nigga, it's very telling. Okay. You like pumpkin over sweet potato pie? Maybe. When you order wings, are you a drum or a thigh? Both. Trick question. Oh. I was just seeing what you about, but you'll lose your black card if you kiss your dog in the mouth. I do. Or let him in your bed, or if you don't wash your legs, or use a washcloth or a loofah. A loofah? God is good all the time, and all the time, the Lord always. God is good. Can you quote Friday or Coming to America? What?
Bye, Felicia.
Huh? Damn, this is serious. A group of people start running, what you gonna do?
Easy. I'll ask what's going on.
No, you better run too. If your favorite flavor Kool-Aid ain't red or blue.
Those are colors, not flavors.
That's not true. You like medium rare steak? Then you gonna lose your black card. If you never showed up late, then you gonna lose your black card. If you take your Christmas tree down before Valentine's Day,
on New Year's,
you're gonna lose your black card. If your kids curse, explain.
I guess, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna lose half my black card, I guess, because I like me some sweet potato pie. You know what I mean? And that Christmas tree don't ever come down right away. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I just found that funny. But you know, we can't sit here and we can't get so don't get so sensitive all the time about what people say, man. People tell me things all the time, and this is what cracks me up is that like on the Facebook, because on Facebook, man, I be going on Facebook wars with people, you know. And let me tell you something. You want to know a secret? You really want to know a secret? I just be fucking with y'all, cause really, I don't be caring about none of that. I don't care about none of that you talking about. It don't bother me now. You like how I view things. You like how I don't. I mean, believe it or not, there's some things that, you know, people on the left do that I do like, you know. And if you do something that I like, I'm gonna agree with it. It don't matter to me. But at the same time, too, though, there's a lot of things that y'all talking lately. I don't care what you say. I'm not gonna ride with it. You know, and taking the speech, the freedom to say it, that's the number one thing that I'm just damn sure not gonna ride for. Not gonna do it. But we go through things every day. We can't be scared to just live our lives and, you know, just be regular people. I mean, I had some people look, so I got into a whole little battle with these cats, this cat on the Facebook, right? And he sat there and really it's like, kind of like a punk move, really, because and the thing is we got into it on an open forum, Okay, so there was somebody had posted something, and I don't even know how I ended up on that group. I'm really thinking Facebook messing with me now, because I don't even know how I ended up on that group. It was like a "We Hate Trump" group or something like that. I don't know how I ended up on it, but somehow I ended up on it. And I guess I followed them from they probably posted something that I did like and ended up doing. I don't know. But then all of a sudden I start seeing the things that I didn't agree with. So I'm posting my opinions. And in posting my opinions, people start attacking back, and now this is an open forum. But then what cracks me up is then you end up with cat goes onto my personal page. Now, I'm not going to sit there and hide it. You want to see it, you see it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to cry about it. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt my feelings now. What you want to do? But then this is the thing. And I ain't even going to say it didn't really hurt my feelings to make me cry. But you took a picture. He took a picture. And then he tried to post the picture calling me a pedophile. But what the picture was it was a picture of me and my daughter at the time that we had lost her and we was in the hospital. So that's what that was. And it didn't bother me really, because I already know punks. I already know how punks move. You know what I'm saying? Because a punk gonna sit there and say something and then run away. Now, if you want to have a discussion, an actual discussion about something, then we can have the discussions and go back and forth. You present your information, I present my information, and it is and it is. Now, if you just want to sit there and call each other names and shit, I can play too. You know what I'm saying? I can act ignorant. I know how to act ignorant too, boss. But at the same time too, though, and you gonna do that. But this is the thing that made it a punk move. He did all that, and then he blocked his page on me. So then he blocked me. So now I can't even respond. He don't even respond, and he hit up all my posts. So I just laughed at it. But this is the thing. I would still fight for your right to say that. Now you can't put your hands on me or on my family, but I'll still fight for your right to be the asshole you are. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You want me to shut my mouth because you don't like what I got to say. But I'll fight for your right to say the dumb shit you say. That's the difference between us. Like it, don't like it. I understand. But as long as we're America and we're still this America, the way we are now, the way we're trying to become, we're free. Freedom of choice. Freedom of voice. But that's all we got tonight. And I want to thank y'all once again for joining. Humble Not Timid. Another voice. Another choice.
Getting mad at me, player, but they ain't taking my place. And I'm a misbreed, homie, so they hate my race. Or maybe I'm just ugly, so they hate my face. Either way it go, homie, take the hating away. Now I'm suited in my armor and I'm just ready to play. So now put me in coach, cause I'm just ready to play. See, I told